Okay, so I work online as a psychic, and I'm on all sorts of social media, and I think this is one of my most important videos, and I think it's a video that people will love because a lot of people are interested in things that have to do with romantic relationships. So this video is all about getting God's light before dating. Exactly what you didn't want to hear. But what you didn't want to hear is actually going to produce much more success in your romantic relationships. And if you use your eyes and you just watch successful relationships that end up in families that go well and don't end in things like divorce and broken families and all of that in life, single moms, single dads, everything like that, you'll see that what I'm saying is true. So basically, you want to have God's light before you think about dating. The reason why boyfriends and girlfriends almost always fail, relationships almost always fail, go out to a busy bar with all the kids who are out partying on Friday, Saturday night, and they're all trying to date each other. They don't know anything in life. And once you have God's light before dating, it's going to make the odds that this relationship will work out much better. So the number one thing you want to accept before dating somebody is you might be starting a family. Under any circumstance, if the relationship is going really well, I mean, a lot of people will just want the relationship. Even if you aren't completely starting a family or having kids, a lot of people will just want the relationship, and it will probably end up being successful, at least pretty long term, if not very long term. And the secret, I'd say a secret, there's a lot of things you could do right, but the big thing that people don't understand in life is that people who had successful romantic relationships had God's light in life. Now, you might see that manifest itself in the physical world as that person makes better choices in life. But I'm trying to explain to you things that are going on outside of the physical world and the physical dimension and other dimensions of reality outside of the physical dimension. That person had God's light, and the relationship was more successful. So in my online course, Heaven's Light, I will talk to you about getting God's light, and you're going to have to live your life by good, strict principle. And everything you learn in Heaven's Light is everything you're going to see with your eyes to be true, and successful romantic relationships and good fathers, good husbands, good wives, good mothers, families that didn't end in things like divorce, things that didn't end in a broken family or this or that, everything bad. That's what you're gonna see about my online course, Heaven's Light. So if you're struggling with your romantic relationships and you want your more long-term relationships to work out, stop dating. Just stop. It's gonna fail. And then someday, when you've improved so much as a person, there's probably a much better chance that this relationship will work out. Your next one. So you might as well just accept it's gonna fail, because if it's not working out for you and you keep doing the same thing over and over again, the next one's probably not going to work out for you either. Happens for a lot of people in life. I was screwed over really bad at the hospital when I was 18, so my life just went down the wrong path for many years. And then I didn't have really great thinking until my early 30s. So I also have a lot of medical problems, so I do dating and relationships a little different than your average person. And, I'm looking for people out there in the world who are looking for the same thing, that I'm looking for, which isn't everybody. But there's a lot of good intellectual thinking you can put into your dating and relationships. But the one thing that a lot of people miss out on, that they don't understand what is going on outside of the physical world and the physical dimension, is that those people with successful relationships have God's light. They have mystical light from heaven that had been hitting them from the time they were younger. And a lot of people go into the 30s and 40s still not knowing why things aren't working out for them. So you want to have this before you start putting your time and effort into people in the world, because you're going to get so sick of people coming in and out of your life and failure, and you're getting your feelings hurt, and you're losing money, and you're spending money on drinks at the bar for people. It's a big joke. Okay, dating is actually just like the biggest joke in the world ever. People have no idea what they're doing. Relationships, they have no idea. And the first thing you can do to fix that is to stop dating and to improve on yourself. You want to do this by going through my online course, Heaven's Light. I honestly do not believe that there's anything else out there globally that is even a close second place that is going to help you make your relationships work out better, like husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, anything like that in life, wherever you're at, whatever you're looking for. I don't think there's even really a second close place out there globally. I think Heaven's Light is that good. It's everything that you need to know for your next one working out, and it's everything you need to know to get God's light. And even if it's too late for you in life, the relationships, it's too late to start a family, you just divorced after 30 years of marriage, it doesn't mean your next relationship is not going to go better. It's not going to, it's going to go better if you take Heaven's Light, my online course, seriously and get God's light, or at least more of God's light in your life before dating. So if it's not working out for you, stop dating, work on yourself for a little bit, and figure things out about life and successful relationships, because it's not all about money. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these guys went through like loads of divorces and settlements and fighting over money, and it's not all about hard work. It's not even all about hard work. It's not even all about money. It's not all about a lot of things. The number one thing it's really about is, the moral good and getting God's light. And if you can have this, people just like you more. People accept you more. People want you in their lives more. People know you are a trusted person, which is very important for romantic relationships. If you can get everything related to God's light down extremely well, it's going to make your romantic relationships work out much better.